Chapter 2. Young Gandhi. Porbandar, where Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born, was a quiet seaside town on the northwest coast of India, and the Gandhi family lived in a large old house on the edge of the town. They were a cultured Hindu family. They had books in their home, and Mohandas played music when he was young. The Gandhis were part of the Vaishya caste. It was not a high caste, but the Gandhis had more money than a lot of Indian families. By the late 19th century, people's jobs were not always decided by their caste, and Mohandas' father, Karamchand, was an important man. He was a divan, or first minister, of the princely state of Porbandar, so he helped to rule the state. He was brave, generous, and honest, but easily got angry. Mohandas' mother, Putlibai, was an intelligent, sensible woman, and Mohandas loved her very much. She was very religious. She prayed before every meal and went to the temple every day. Like many Hindus, she also often fasted. She ate and drank nothing for several days. Mohandas was the youngest of 4 children. He started school in Porbandar, but when he was 7 years old, Karamchand got a new job in the city of Rajkot, 120 miles east of Porbandar, so the Gandhis moved. At his primary school in Rajkot, Mohandas was not one of the best students, but he always arrived early. If breakfast was not ready in the morning, he ate food from the day before, so he would not be late. He was a shy boy, and he was very frightened of ghosts, robbers, and snakes. He had to have a light on in his bedroom at night, and he did not like to go anywhere in the dark. After primary school, Mohandas went to Rajkot's Alfred High School, where his lessons were all in English. In his first year there, Mohandas showed that he already had a very honest nature. A British official came to visit the school, and Mohandas' class were asked to spell 5 English words. Mohandas wrote kettle wrongly, so the teacher told him to copy the right spelling from another child. But Mohandas refused. The children at Alfred High School were Muslim, Hindu, and Parsi. Gandhi later said that he had first seen at school how important it was for people of different religions to live together peacefully. He was interested in religion, and when his father talked with his many Muslim and Parsi friends, Mohandas enjoyed listening to them and learning about their different beliefs. But he did not believe in God at that time, and he stayed away from the Hindu temple. Mohandas disliked all the rules that came with religion. Because of his mother's strong Hindu beliefs and the Jain traditions of the area where his family lived, there were many rules in Mohandas' home. The family were not allowed to touch or eat meat. This meant that Mohandas could not become a doctor, because student doctors had to cut up animals. When Mohandas was only 12, Putlibai told her children that they must not touch Uka, the untouchable boy who cleaned the toilets in their house in Rajkot. If they came close to an untouchable by mistake, Putlibai told them, they had to have a bath. Mohandas argued with his mother about these rules, but he tried to do what she told him. Mohandas had been a very shy boy, but when he got older he made some good friends and often played with them in the streets. He also enjoyed reading and liked going to see plays. Mohandas went to see a play about Harishchandra, a king in Hindu history who never told lies and always kept his promises. In the play, Harishchandra had to sell himself and his wife and son, and they suffered terribly. Mohandas was very moved by the play, which made him cry, and he acted it out to himself many times. In 1883, when he was still only 13 years old, Mohandas married Kasturbai Makanji Kapadia, who was just a few months older than him. At the time, he was excited about the wedding because he enjoyed wearing special clothes and having great dinners with music and processions. But his first years with Kasturbai were very difficult. When she wanted to go out, she had to ask him. He often said no, but she still went. She often ran away to see friends and family without telling him, and she did not let Mohandas teach her English and maths. And while Mohandas was still frightened of ghosts, robbers and snakes, and could not sleep without a light, Kasturbai was frightened of nothing. Often they did not speak to each other for several days, but Mohandas still loved Kasturbai. When Mohandas was 14, he became friends with a boy called Mehtab. Mehtab was very different from Mohandas. He was very brave. Mehtab told Mohandas that this was because he ate meat. He also said that many of their teachers ate meat secretly, and that if all Indians ate meat, they could fight against the British and make India free. Every day Mehtab tried to make Mohandas eat meat, and at last Mohandas agreed. The two boys met in a quiet place, and Mehtab brought some cooked goat's meat with him. Mohandas ate it and was sick at first, but they met several more times, and Mehtab brought more meat. Mohandas ate it, but he felt guilty and did not like telling lies. After about a year, he stopped eating meat and decided not to eat it again while his parents were alive. When Mohandas was 16 and Kasturbai was expecting their first child, Mohandas' father became very ill. Mohandas helped to care for him every night. One night, Mohandas' uncle came to care for Karamchand, so Mohandas went to bed, but a short time later, Karamchand died. For the rest of his life, Gandhi was always very sorry that he had not been with his father when he died. Soon after Karamchand's death, Kasturbai had a baby which died after just a few days. It was a very sad time for Mohandas. After Mohandas left high school, he went to Samaldas College in Bhavnagar for a time. But he was not happy there, and a friend of the family said he should go to England and study law. Mohandas wanted to go very much, but his mother was worried. How would the family pay for it? And would Mohandas forget about their religious rules? Finally, Mohandas' brother said that he would pay for Mohandas to go to London. Mohandas also took 3 vows before a Jain monk. He promised not to touch wine, women, or meat. Then Putlibai agreed that Mohandas could go. In September 1888, Mohandas bought a jacket and tie, some sweets and fruit, and sailed from Bombay to Southampton in England. A few months before, his first son, Harilal, had been born. Mohandas was still only 18 years old.